Hello everyone, it is the FeralDarrellPlays, and today we will be taking on the 100 Days in Minecraft Challenge. So if you guys are not aware, there are many different Minecraft YouTubers right now who are doing a challenge where they survive 100 days in Minecraft. And today we are going to be doing the exact same thing, surviving 100 days, but on a catch. We will be surviving 100 days in Minecraft in the brand new Minecraft Snapshots. Yes, there is a brand new update coming out to Minecraft very soon, and we're playing in the Snapshots. So basically just a little bit more information about Minecraft 100 Days Challenge. Minecraft 100 Days takes about 33 hours to make. Yes, 33 hours for 100 real-life Minecraft days. So to start off this challenge, we spawned into a world and we were doing the basics, like chopping down trees, getting wood, going mining, getting armor, building houses. We were just doing everything. So I hope you guys love this brand new series that I'm starting to do on my channel, and I hope you enjoy. Also, one thing to note is that Minecraft starts you off on day 0. So for the first segment of this video, we will be starting on day 0, not day 1, only because Minecraft itself classifies it as day 0. So let's get started. So we have spawned into the world, and of course, the first thing we do when we spawn in any world is chop down trees. But before we get too far into the video, I want to let you guys know my goals for this series. So my goals, 1, is to beat the Ender Dragon. No, I have never beaten the Ender Dragon in Minecraft Java Edition before. I have in Pocket Edition, but never on Java Edition. And 2 is to build a really nice mansion that I am proud of. So those are my little goals for this series. And as you can see already, we might achieve those goals in the 100 days because already we are in the Stone Age. We are mining stone already, and we need the said stone so that we can make stone tools. And stone tools are important because then we can mine faster and do a lot more work and a lot faster. So basically, for the first few days, I'm going to take it slow, not rush, not hurry, and just try and get better and better at the game while also trying to make progress towards my goal. So of course, I got to sort out my inventory. I made all full stone weapons, and now I'm killing cows so I can eat because I do need food, because I do plan to live in the desert for this 100 days. So I do need plenty of food. I'm going to get as much as I possibly can now and go back to the grass plains in a little bit in the future if I ever need more meat. So I have been running around trying to get cows, and I have found quite a bit. I've got really lucky. Also, leather is important because we can make an enchantment table. And I'll get leather later on in the series when we go to the nether, because there's an easier way. So we made our home in this little cave for day 0, and we were smelting up our food because we need food to eat so we don't die. So then I went up to the surface just a little bit, got some spruce trees so that I can have different types of wood to mess with. Then I found this. It's a goat. It's new in the Minecraft Snapshots because we are playing in the new Minecraft Snapshots. So this is pretty cool. I was excited about it. Then I got some sugar cane because we need sugar cane to make paper, to make books, to make an enchantment table. Then I got my food for my furnace, and it is now nighttime. So I decided to spend the night mining. I got all the last of my food before going down into the mine, and I also needed coal for torches so that I can light the way up and not die. So I made quite a bit of torches, and now we are set to go into the mines. Right away, I broke into a ravine just about 10 or so blocks down, and I kind of want to explore this ravine because it looks like it goes down deep, quite far, so possibly we can find some diamonds. So we do need diamonds to go into the nether, but right here I found some iron, which is perfect, so I can make iron tools and break diamonds if we ever find diamonds. And this is still day 0, so this is pretty good, finding iron already. I do not like the texture of the new iron though. Now we are in day 1, smelting up the iron, and we are going to make diamond tools, especially a diamond pickaxe so we can mine golden diamonds. Speaking of gold, we are mining as much gold as we can so we can make golden apples as well and possibly build with it in the future. Next, redstone, because we do need redstone to make some great redstone activities and traps as well. For days 2 and 3, I spent the rest of the time mining and finding these weird little creatures, which I ended up kind of pushing in the lava and killed it. I found some copper and spent the rest of days 2 and 3 in the mine. Not too exciting of days. I didn't find any diamonds on this mining trip yet, and I will not find any diamonds for quite a long time. But I decided to make a bucket so I can get a water bucket so I can survive for a much longer time. Next, I am trying to craft a whole bunch of different items. I do need a shield to protect me against the mobs. I don't want to die either. I'm trying not to die this whole series. We'll see though. I'm trying not to die. Okay, so we're making a helmet because we need more iron armor so we can survive for probably a long time. Then I found emerald, which is pretty great. Will come in handy later when we trade with villagers. Then it went back to the surface on the start of day 3, and I found this little nether portal thing. So perfect, a golden helmet, which is great for later, so that I can go into the nether and not be attracted by all those piglins. Then I got this golden block as well, which will help me out later. Evening of day 3, I was walking around exploring until I found a village. This was great. I got all of the hay bales and crafted them into bread. So I have a food source that will last me a really long time. I spent the rest of the evening raiding the whole village, trying to find everything in the village, and then I went to bed for the first time. I don't really want to go to bed very much, but I did. Day 4, I woke up, looked around, and I found this iceberg. So I went straight towards the iceberg, and I just wanted to explore the iceberg, and there was actually nothing there, nothing at all. There was a polar bear, but it had its baby next to it, so then it would attack me. So I just kind of ran right by it, hoping to find something better. And I did. I found another village, which is pretty great, so I can raid the village and continue on my journey. So I got all of the hay bales once again, so I can have for the future. This is also great for breeding animals because it transforms into 9 wheat per 1 hay bale. Speaking of food, I killed more cows so that I can get more meat, which is great. Then I found a flower forest. This is pretty cool. I took a few flowers and took them with me. I wish I crafted a bundle, but I did not. Then I found a glow squid. I've never seen these things before, and I saw it die right in front of my eyes. I was kind of heartbroken. I'm not quite sure why it died, but I did see it die, so I picked it up, and it was a glow ink sac, which is kind of cool. Never seen that before. So then I started to kill a whole bunch of these because I knew with the glow ink sac, you can make item frames and make them glow, which would be super cool for a project I had in mind later. Day 4, I went to the desert to try and find a great spot to build, because I do need to find a great spot to build my starter house and later my mansion. Then just like 1 minute later, maybe a little less, I found a desert temple. This was great because it had a whole bunch of treasure at the bottom, and this is exactly what I found. So I went down, I mined out all the TNT. This is a time lapse, so it is going pretty fast. Found a book, not very useful, so I just left it because it was Smite. No, I don't really like Smite, and I don't plan on ever using it. I did take a saddle. That was probably the best thing I found, so possibly I can get a horse and ride around the desert a lot faster. The problem was trying to find a horse though. Then from the desert temple is right there, and I found a village. Yes, another village. This is pretty great. This is a desert village, and I do want to live kind of close to a village so that I can get the villagers and take them to my house so that I can make great trades with them. On day 5, I explored the village and found a great ocean route. This would come in handy later to transport villagers. So basically, when there's a village right next to an ocean, it's the perfect spot for me. I usually try and find a great island or somewhere kind of near the village to settle, because then, yeah, it's pretty great. I can make a boat and just ride around the ocean until I find a great building spot, which I did. So then later I built a starter house, and then I would come back for the villagers and transport them all the way back to my new house. So right here, I'm going to build Probably a little baby desert house. Not quite sure what it will look like. I'm pretty sure I want to use the building blocks from the village though. Right here, I'm going to mine out this little spot, a little canal, so that a boat can travel through here so I can get from the village to my house a lot easier. So basically, I'm going to build everything in my house out of the village blocks. Basically, in a village, they have all these cool blocks like smooth sandstone and all these very expensive sand blocks that are kind of hard to make. So I will mine out all those blocks and steal them all from the villages and desert temples. Days 6 through 10, I started the construction of my beginner house. And this went pretty well. I mean, I kind of like my house. I like the way it looks. And I'm going to continue this house and hopefully it looks even better. So this is just the framework right here. And by the start of day 10, I finished. Yeah, I didn't really know when to record or anything, so I just finished the whole house. And now I'm planting all the sugarcane that I got earlier from exploring the desert and planting it around so I can have a great source of paper. Because I do need paper to make an enchantment table because I'm not going to the end unless I have somewhat of enchanted armor. So this is great. Having a lot of sugarcane is great. All I need now is more leather. So day 10 came and I made the flooring for my new house. This is kind of great. Then I moved in my house and added the finishing touches. I next wanted to add a campfire and then some chests so that I can store all of my hundreds of items I've collected so far. Then I organized them in the categories: ores, stones, tools, and other blocks. So then I went back to the village that night and captured a villager for myself and boated him all the way back to my home. It was not that far. My home's not that far at all, especially now that I built the canal. It's even closer and easier to find now with the canal. So there it is, the glow of my house. Day 11, I spent the whole day building a wall. Yeah, I built a wall around the entire area I was planning to build. This literally took the entire day. Day 12, I woke up. Well, not really woke up because I spent the whole night finishing the wall. And by the morning, the wall was done. This was great sign, and it will keep me safe. For the last 2 days, I have been around my village, so this now grew. All of the sugarcane grew, so I chopped it down, made a lot of paper, books, all the books that I can, made 8 bookshelves. So I went up to the top story of my house and planted down all of the bookshelves. Next, on day 12, I made some smooth sandstone stuff from the village that I captured because I got all the smooth sandstone from the village. All the pathways and everything are all made of them. So then I continued to make structures for my villagers. And yeah, there we go. Then I started doing this for a little bit. And I got a Silk Touch villager on day 13 and I traded with him. This was great. A really great start because a lectern makes him very special guy, makes him a librarian, and there you go, I got the Silk Touch book. Also on day 13, I went mining after that really good luck in finding the Silk Touch book and found a lot of diamonds. I was very lucky. I was a very happy camper on day 13. On day 14, I continued mining. I mined throughout the night and through the morning of day 14. Yes, I found more diamonds. This is great because this would help me later on when I want to make armor and tools to fight the Ender Dragon. But actually, I have a little bit better of a plan. I'm going to use villagers. And with all of my villagers, yep, I will make books with them and all of the stone weapons. This is great. I am so excited in making all of this progress, but also having diamonds is also pretty great. Night of 14, I went back to my house, sorted my inventory. Then I want to tell you again that I went back to the village to mine for more and more materials. Then I made a diamond pickaxe. This was great because now I can mine obsidian and I really needed this. So day 15 was a great day. I got another villager there and I wanted to start trading with them. Day 15, I went back to the island that I made a few days ago and I got 2 cows, which is great. 2 cows spawned there, so I want to make a new cow farm. So I'm basically going to get these cows right now and make a breeder for them later so I can get more and more cows, which will eventually lead me to get more leather. So I made a little fenced in area for them and led them in there. So next I got a shovel and I replaced all of the sand by the cow's feet to grass. This is pretty great because now the cows can eat and I do care about them. But I did make a few path blocks by an accident, but that doesn't really matter. Night of day 15, this was great. I started my ultimate villager trading hut. So this is going to be the second biggest structure in the whole area. The biggest structure will be my mansion, and this will be the second biggest. So I needed a lot of birch wood for the pillars, and then for the inside of the glass, I used smooth sandstorm, which was great. Day 16, I continued building this, and I had a lot of fun. This was the most fun I had building in a long time. I'm not the best builder, but I really enjoyed building this structure. Next, I used glass to fill in the windows. Day 17, I built the entire roof, and it wasn't that hard. Boom! By day 17, I was completely done with it, and I needed to move the villagers in. I got all of the beds from raiding all of the 3 villages I found so far, and that is when I started to move the villagers in. Still on day 17, I moved, I think, 1 or 2 villagers in so they can start breeding. Day 18, I got fletching tables to make the villagers fletchers. This was important because I can do stick trades with them. Basically, all the wood I chop down, I can make sticks out of them and trade them for emeralds. This is very, very awesome. This is a great way to get emeralds fast, possibly even the fastest way to get emeralds in the game. So I continue doing this, and when I say villager trading, this is what I mean. Because for the next about 50 days or so, yeah, I'll be doing a lot of that. Day 18 and 19, I went out to gather more resources. And this is pretty awesome because then I found this. It's another, what's it called? I'm not quite sure exactly what it's called, but it's one of those nether things. I mined all the obsidian, got it, and once I returned from my trip with all of the wood, I traded more and more with my villagers. Now I had 2 Fletchers, and then on the evening of day 19, I made it. Yep, because of all the obsidian I got, I made an enchanting table. This was great. And then on day 20, I made an armorer. This was super important. And by the end of day 20, I got Diamond Armour. This guy is the GOAT, man. He is the legend. So basically what I do, if I don't like the enchants on it, I can just disenchant it and then take it to the enchantment table. So this is a very easy way to get Diamond Armour fast. But I did spend most of my resources just trying to get all of the armor. And I needed to buy one more thing from him. There we go. Now he's leveled up. And then I'm going to go back to this guy. And now he has all of the armor. So I bought a chest plate and a helmet. So that now means I have full diamond armor. Pretty great. One of my goals was to get full diamond armor. And I did on day 20. On days 20 and 21, I spent most of the day getting better storage system and trading with villagers because I needed a lot better gear to fight the Ender Dragon, hopefully by day 50. And this was great. I made toolsmiths as well and got a whole bunch of tools from the toolsmiths, including diamond tools, which was also pretty great. Then right outside of the wall that I built, oh my goodness, a nether portal. Okay, so we went to the nether on day 22 and 23. Day 23, I just went around looking, mining all the blocks I could find, and then luckily I brought all of the gold with me, and all of the gold that I mined in the nether, I traded back with these guys, these little hoglin guys. And this was the way I was going to get ender pearls so that I can find my way to the nether fortress. Then I got the achievement. Those were the days and days 24. And I went to one of these places, the Bastions. But I left right away because I didn't want to die. Day 25, I went to a nether fortress. I was more familiar with nether fortresses because they've been in the game for a really long time. So I killed a whole bunch of blazes and some wither skeletons as well and other unwanted baddies. So basically, I didn't get anything special, but I did get blaze rods, which would come in handy later. And I killed a lot of blazes. Days 26 to 29, I built this. This was a cute little trader for me to easily trade better with the little pig friends that I had. But unlucky for me, that did not work out. Day 29 was a very lucky day. I completed the challenge, Return to Sender. And then this is how it worked. I threw in the gold because I could not get the automation right. Then I went in there after about 2 or so minutes and collected all of the goodies that they have given me, and then thrown all of the items that they threw me into the hopper, and they collected into the chest. This is all of the resources I got. And actually, that's not all of the resources. This is pretty great. This is a great way to get rich. I made a whole ton of books off of that and made a bookshelf. I made a lot of bookshelves, 6 bookshelves. So that was enough to almost fill out my whole enchantment area. So the next few days, my goal was to go back to the nether or kill more cows to get more bookshelves. And that's exactly what I did. I maxed out my bookshelves and boom, there we go. More trades. And this has been a great few days. So the last 10 days, I got full diamond armor. And now I'm making full diamond tools that have really, really good trades. So I bought more pickaxes, then I got this really, really lucky pickaxe. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3. This was the best pickaxe I could possibly get. Then I decided to do it again, and I just got Efficiency 4, which is fine because I combined that pickaxe and the new pickaxe to get Efficiency 5 on my really, really good pickaxe. So day 29 was a pretty good day for me. By the end of the day, I decided to craft all of the blaze powder, all of the blaze rods in the blaze powder, and then craft it with the ender pearls so I can get eyes of ender. Yes, this is my favorite part now. Time to get a bow. Power 4, and then I got another power 4 plus flame with my existing bow already, so I combined them, which is pretty great. Went to the anvil over here. Yes. Power 4, Flame 1, Unbreaking 3. This is a pretty great bow, so I named it the Dragon Destroyer. Then I decided to make it into Power 5, which would be even more powerful. Day 30, I continued. I went back to the nether and got as many arrows as I can so I can fight the Ender Dragon. Now, all I have to do is prepare a little bit more for the Ender Dragon. I got more blackstone to use blocks for scaffolding to get up to the pillars on the ends. When I fight the Ender Dragon, day 31, I left to go to find the stronghold. This was great. I killed a whole bunch of animals on the way. I only traveled about maybe 400, 500 blocks to find it. It was not too far at all. It was actually pretty close. So I killed a whole bunch of sheep. And I got a whole ton of sheep meat as well, mutton. And it was cooked because of my bow. I threw another Eye of Ender and it still sent me in the same direction. But just over this hill was actually the stronghold. So I found the stronghold right away. I threw another Eye of Ender and it went straight down. So that means the stronghold is literally right under my feet. So I dug down and I found it. Awesome. I Spy. What a great achievement. After a little bit of searching, I finally found this portal right here. All I had to do was fill it in with the Eyes of Ender that I made, and I made just enough. I only had 1 remaining, which meant it was time for Ender Dragon fighting. And I had 2 phases. Phase 1 was to destroy the crystals on top of the pillars. So I used my blackstone that I got and shot down a whole bunch of these. This was great. I'm pretty good at shooting a bow. Next, I went all the way down and went up the next one because it was in a cage. Then I went up a really tall one in a cage, which was perfect because then I could destroy the one that was in the cage and then destroy a whole bunch of other ones. So I destroyed that one on the cage, which was great. And then I had a great height advantage, so I shot all of the remaining crystals. This was great. That means the dragon cannot heal anymore, so it was about time for phase 2. Then I decided to use my boat to get all the way down without destroying the crystals because I needed more blocks. Phase 2, kill the beast. I had already destroyed all the crystals, so I don't have to do anything fancy. All I gotta do is sit here and maybe shoot the Ender Dragon a few times until he dies. Then, this is my closest call yet. I'm a pro Minecrafter though, and I had a bucket. Oh, I got so lucky that I had the bucket right there. I kept shooting the Ender Dragon. This is a great little spree right here. I shot him once. Shot him again 2 times in a row. Boom, 3 times in a row. Boom, 4 times in a row. I shot the Ender Dragon, and a few minutes later, freed the End. I killed the Ender Dragon while only taking 4 hearts of damage. That's great. We have done it, guys. We have freed the End. So one of our 2 completions have been made. my goals are almost done as well. So this has been great already. This series has been a success to me already. I define it as a success because I have killed the Ender Dragon. I've only done that one other time before. So then I decided to go back to the overworld and spend day 33 going back to the village, another village, because I completely wiped out the other one, and mining all of the smooth sandstone. So the smooth sandstone comes from all of the paths, and the terracotta comes from the top of each of the pillars. This has been great. So it's time for me to lay out the design for my mansion. So I laid out all of the blocks on day 34, and that's basically what I did the whole day. So here's a time lapse of me making my house. So my house, just to let you guys know, in the back, I want it to face the ocean so I can have a really nice ocean viewing area, a very nice patio. I took a lot of inspiration from Preston Plays' house right now. His house is really, really nice, and I love his back patio. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I had his back patio for the picture of my mansion the entire time I was building the structure for my mansion, and the front was completely different. Day 35, I spent the whole day building the front of the mansion. This is what it would look like. I would use smooth sandstone, strip birch logs, terracotta for the roof, and then stairs, slabs, and that's about it. Night of 35, this is what it will look like. Seriously, this mansion does not look very great right now, but I promise you later, once I got the roof in and the second story, this will start to look better. But I'm really happy with the way my house looks. Day 36, I built another tower on the left side and built a side to it as well. I used glowstone that I got from the nether as well to help light up the area. Then I got some rockets so I can fly with my elytra. The only problem was I needed to go back to the end. Then I found a bookshelf area in the stronghold, which was great because it had a lot of enchanted books. Both of them did, in fact. And I went back to the inn and went through the portal to go to the inn city area. Then right away I spawned, and you never believe it, I found one right away, and it had an inn ship as well. So I ender pearled over there and kind of fell quite a long ways. But I eventually made my way over there, and I needed some shulker boxes. So the whole reason I came over here was to kill the shulkers, which are these little creatures right here, so I can get even more materials at a time. Basically, I can go to the village and mine the entire village in one trip, because I used to have only a little area to mine before my inventory would get full. So this was a great way to collect a whole bunch of resources at once. So got a lot of shulker boxes, a whole bunch of shulker shells, and made a shulker box, which is pretty great. This was not the first of my shulker boxes. Then I teleported over here to the inn ship using the ender pearl, got the dragon's head, and got my first pair of elytra. Sky is the limit. Yes, that is right. Time to fly, because I did get my rockets with me. It's very smart of me to bring them with me. Day 38, I just went around and destroyed everything I found, destroyed every shulker, did not get many shells though, looted every chest. This was the best chest right here, a smite sword and diamonds. Day 39, I went back home, and nothing really special. I just wanted to make a ender chest, so I went back here to the nether and got more obsidian. Then I crafted an ender chest, and I made an ender chest, which is pretty great. The only problem was I did not have a silk touch pickaxe. Remember, I did get a silk touch book earlier in the video from my villager that I had. Then I made some shulker boxes and flew to the village, one of the villages, which is right here. Then I went to the desert temple that I raided earlier and just started mining away. This is very, very fun. I spent all of day 39 all the way to day 41 just mining. Yes, this is actually a really fun grind to do. And yeah, then I decided to leave and go over here right by my house actually to mine some wood. It was day 41, and I wanted to do something special. I wanted to end the world with at least the start of construction of my house. Also in day 39 to 41, I did a lot of extra work getting and killing more cows. Then I bought more and more tools. Awesome. Trading with villagers is great. I bought so many tools, disenchanted them so I can enchant them in my enchantment table because it was much better enchantments. Diamond pickaxe, I didn't really want to enchant it, so I enchanted my axe with Unbreaking 3, and I got Efficiency 4 and Fortune 3. Perfect axe right there. Then with my pickaxe, I got Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3. This was good because then I can mine fast with my pickaxe, and it will last for a very long time. Then I added my Silk Touch book to it, and this was my Silk Touch pickaxe, and I wanted to name that so I would find it more easier. Then I enchanted a shovel, enchanted my previous shovel, and there we go. Silk Touch shovel. Next, a sword. I already had Looting 3 from earlier. Then I got Knockback and Unbreaking 2. I combined the swords together and made one super powerful sword. This was great because then I have a great sword for killing monsters with. Bane of Arthropods, Looting 3, Unbreaking, Knockback. Day 43, I did more construction on my house the entire day. Built a staircase. That's what my roof will look like. I got some bricks from the swamp kind of nearby. I never showed this swamp on camera, but I did find bricks there, and then I smelted the bricks or the clay into bricks and just continued working on my house. The terracotta was also pretty hard to get as well because it was only from the desert temples and the villages. Then I was building for quite a few days. Day 45, the house actually looked like a house. It looked really solid. When I picture a house in the Middle East, in the desert, that's exactly what I would picture. I was very proud of my house. Then I decided to dig a little bit on the outside and fill in the outside porch with birch wood so it looks a little bit more professional and complete. So that was day 45, and that made a serious difference. I spent the whole rest of the day 45 just kind of mining out this area of sand. Oh boy, it looks so good. Now with the birch floor, it looks even better. But there's one problem. Only the front of the mansion was done. The whole side and back has not even been started. Then I got glass panes and placed them all the way around so my porch would look even better. I hope you guys like this extra little detail right here because I certainly did. Then I got slabs, some birch slabs, and just placed them all the way around. And look at this. This is the mansion after day 45. Day 46, I added some windows to every single window, and I even added more windows upstairs. Then, boom, there it is on day 46. I flew down with my elytra because I did notice that I forgot to do the upstairs windows. That would be terrible. Just imagine all of this sand flowing in your house because I forgot the windows. Day 46, still, I mined out all of this sand by the trading house. That's what I'm going to call it, the villager trading house, so that I can do the same little porch thing like I did with my mansion. So I added the birch wood, and then I would add the glass around the side. Later on, I will trade the color of the glass of the villager trading hut to black because right now it is green and I don't like that. Day 47, I made a whole bunch of little details. I lit up my mansion with these little sandstone walls and then lanterns on top. This is what the mansion looks like after all those details. I love it. This is great. I'm on top of the trading place again. And on day 48, I decided to start a new project before day 50. I decided to redo the wall, make a better, bigger, beautiful wall. So what I did was I got some smooth sandstone, stairs, and smooth sandstone blocks, and this is the design that I went for. So then on top of the stairs, I added walls, and then I stripped the birch wood on the normal blocks, and then on top of that, I would do alternating stairs, which would also look pretty good. I think it looks good. I'm not sure if you guys like it, but then here we go. This is the alternating stairs right here. And then on top of the stairs, I would have a normal wall so that I can make it spider-proof. So no mobs could get in my area ever. Man, this was great. Great idea. On day 48, I continued the wall, and it did take me a long time. Like, pretty much the rest of the 50 days. Oh, man. I'm so excited for the 50 days. But still, this is almost it. But then, on day 49, I decided to expand. I needed expansion. So I'm expanding into that area right over there. And you guys will have to stick around and subscribe to my channel and pay attention Click the notification bell so you guys know exactly when I post my next video, because you guys will want to see that video. If you guys are wondering what I'm going to do with this space, then I started to build the wall all the way around, and I realized I'm running out of time. This is a sunrise of day 49, so that means it's almost day 50, because this video I'm only going to do to day 50, and part 2 will come out later. So this is the area over here, and I'm going to label it Cedar Incorporated. That is my next business adventure. So stay subscribed, and right here, the sunrise at day 50. Yes, this world is ending. Day 50. We have reached day 50 officially, and this is what my area looks like. I built the starter house, I started the mansion, built a trader area, and got full diamond armor. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as me. Stay subscribed, hit the notification bell so you get notified exactly when my next video comes out, because you do not want to miss that video. That video will be great, so you guys can see exactly what's going to happen to my area next. And if you guys want a part 3, possibly days 100 to 150, I will gladly do that if I get a whole lot of thumbs up on this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Feral Darrell that plays. Goodbye!